Okay, we're going to do the relation between fractions, division, and multiplication. Kind of a little starter, okay? So here's the example that I kind of gave you earlier. We're going to write a number, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to tell me what type of number this is. Okay, think about it. Okay, this is a fraction. Okay, and it has parts, okay? Numbers can have parts. This type of number known as a fraction has two parts. This part at the bottom is known as the denominator. And this part on the top is known as the numerator. Okay? Now, you don't have to do anything with this fraction, but it turns out this fraction is not simplified. It is not the simplest version of a fraction, okay? And the question is, can you simplify it? Can it be simplified? Can it be simplified? Okay? Now, we're not going to worry about what simplified means right now, but it does mean something. Okay? Now, you can rewrite the fraction as an operation, okay? And it turns out that it is related to an operation known as division, okay? So this is not a number. This is an operation. And this operation has a name, okay? This operation is known as division, okay? So you see that the same numbers are written in this division when the fraction is written as a division, and so the numbers also have a name, okay? So this number here is known as the dividend, the thing that you're going to divide, and the thing that you're dividing it by is the divisor, okay? And also, because the division is an operation, it implies that it's going to give you an answer, and the answer also has a name, okay? The answer to the division, okay, this is the answer, is known as a quotient. Okay, that's the answer of a division. Okay, so because it's an operation, we need to have a procedure to do it, and there's a procedure to do the division known as long division, and these are the parts of the long division. Okay, the divisor goes here. You write the division operation symbol. The dividend goes here. Okay, and you start writing the quotient on top. Okay. And so remember what we said about the quotient. You got to start with a number that is between the highest factor you can multiply 5 times to at least give you something close to 17, and that number is 3. Okay? Because if you go over 3, if you do 4 times 5, you're going to get 20. So that's too high. But 3 times 5 is 15. So that's just below the 17. Okay. Now what you do with the quotient is you multiply the quotient times the divisor, and then you write it underneath here. Okay. That's it. And now you can subtract, okay, the product from the dividend, and that's going to give you 2. Okay. And this 2 also has a name. Okay. You can't divide 2 by 5. Right? You get an even smaller fraction, which is a decimal. Okay, so this actually also has a name, and that is known as the remainder. Okay, so your final answer, which is the answer you get when you do long division, when you perform the operation, okay, is 3 2/5. Okay, and this is a mixed number because it has both a number and a fraction. Okay, now, where do these numbers come from? Well, 3, you know where the 3 came from. Okay, so let me just use a different color here. Okay, so there's a 3. All right, that's part of your quotient, and that's the integer part of your quotient. The remainder is up there. Okay, now because you're dividing this number to get fifths, okay, you're dividing it to get 5 equal parts. 5 equal parts of something is known as fifths. So that's where you get the 5. You get the 5 because that's your divisor. Okay? And you can see it also in the fraction. But it's also your divisor. Okay? This is the sort of example we've done a lot of. So I want you to go over this. Okay? You go over it slowly so you know the parts.